morning and welcome to our channel. It's the 28th of December and we are in Canterbury car park. Good stop over place if you're coming from the tunnel or going to the tunnel. £4 for 12 hours. We wasn't actually going to do any filming or go anywhere until the 1st of December, but it changed. Field View Adventures, who we follow, got the same van as us, parked up here last night, so we came over to see them. Really lovely people. Second one, I wanted to test the leisure battery. We don't really come off grid that much, so we're normally plugged into electric. So we've been here just under 24 hours. The leisure batteries are running at 54% at the moment, so without solar power, and at the moment we're not going to get any of that. So we're going to have to see how we get on with that. We're planning 2 days off grid, 1st and 2nd of December. So 54% in 2 days. We'll probably be okay. The lights run off the leisure battery when we're not plugged in 12 volt. Series television, the Avtex router on the top. Obviously the gas central heating runs off the gas, same as the fridge runs off the gas as well. So it's mainly the lights and that. But without solar power, we haven't got a lot. We charge our phones using standard battery chargers, which we carry with us, but again probably only for 24 hours, and without 24 volt hookup can't really get them charged. So we're going to head back shortly. The other reason, my son bought me a new mattress topper for my bed, and it's brilliant, love it. So thank you, Mr. Dean. So I'm going to get started up now, go and pay. 9 o'clock, and we'll get back home, plug it back in and get everything back charged up. So speak to you soon. Morning everyone, 1st of December. Our original plan was to wild camp here for a couple of nights. Unfortunately the wind is so bad that we've decided not to do that. We're going to be away for a month now in the truck. I'll just show you what it's like out here. That's so we're going to go for plan B. Well, this is plan B. Unfortunately, it's as bad as plan A. So I think we're going to move on to plan C. One thing I noticed the other day when we was up at Canterbury, without solar power, off-grid in our truck, you've probably got a day, day and a half. We got down to 54% after 24 hours. With no other way of charging it unless you're plugged into electric. Without solar power, I think you've got possibly a max of 2 days. We drove back from Canterbury 20 minutes and it only increased it by 5%. Then plugged it into electric and we got back. But what I found was that it took 5-6 hours to bring it fully back up to charge, so it's quite a while. But this is plan B, and plan B's not happening. So welcome to plan C. We are at Black Horse Farm, Denton, just outside of Hawkins, Folkestone. Come up here yesterday, could have stayed at A and B, sorry, but the wind was horrendous, and the rain was pouring down, so the van would have been moving all over the place, so I decided to bin that. We're going to come up here from the 3rd anyway. We normally come up here in January, and then from here we normally go north. But looking at the snow that's supposed to be coming, I think we'll stay here for a while. So we'll stay here for a few days. She's waiting for an appointment to come through anyway, so we're going to have to hang around here until we sort out what's going on. It's a nice dog walk I'm going to take Buddy for a little while, and then I might be able to get this posted. We'll have to see how we get on. But it's not warm. It's lovely warm in the truck, that's the main thing. It's not cheap to stay here this week, £38 a night, which is expensive. It drops down to £28 a night next week. If you want to stop here before going across the channel, yeah, good idea. If you need electric, it's got showers, everything, bus service outside. If you don't need electric and all that, then the best one is park and ride in Canterbury. Basically £12, £4 for 12 hours, cost us £8 the other night. You can dump your water there, but there's nothing else. But you do get the bus into Canterbury as well. Park and ride is free, which is great. So, could be worth doing that. Good morning everyone. It's pretty cold out here. You can see the car. At the moment it's saying it's -3, feels like -7, which is pretty chilly. The ground's pretty frosted up this morning. People often ask us, how do we keep warm in it? Basically it's a tin shack. I'll go into a great explanation about that a bit later. So moving on from what I said this morning, people often ask us, is it warm in the van? Susan, is it warm in the van?
Yep.
See, told her to say that. So what we've got, different ways we can heat the van. Electric or gas, mainly. Solar power doesn't really run that. So what we have, first and foremost, the bottom here is the boiler, wet system, same as you have indoors. So it's got several radiators. In this cupboard here, at the back, we have the header tank. You can see. This cupboard gets really warm, so if you get anything wet, you've only got to put it in there. On this bed, at both ends there's radiators. You've got a radiator down here. You've got that one, you can say, in the bathroom. As you come through, you've got another one there. You've got one under the right hand side here, one under there, and as you move along here, you've got one up on that side and one up on that side. There were also two radiator vents in the garage. What this system also has is, because of the way this vehicle's been designed, you've got the walls are double skimmed, so the heating pipes run up through here and through there, so all the walls stay warm. It's also underfloor, so the heating pipes from the back here come through, so they go under the floor here. That's why the floor here is nice and warm. What you also find is the lockers under here are warm, and also the garage area at the back keeps warm as well. How do we operate it? Well, there's two different ways, as I said. So what we do, Sue and I don't like heating on, so at night time, so at 8 o'clock at night we turn it off, and it drops right down. At the moment it's 20 degrees here, which is lovely. We've got it on electric. So what I do in the morning, I wake up and I'll put the fan heater on, which is plugged in overnight, remote control. So what I'll do is put it on, warms up this interior cab here. When I get up, I'll put the kettle on normally the first one up, and I come to the control panel, so we can run it off electric or gas. So what I do first thing in the morning, I'll run it off the gas. I'll put the gas on, put the thermostat right up to 5, then we'll boil the kettle and that, turn the other fan off, put the pump on as well, so it pumps the water around. Normally takes about 10 minutes to get nice and warm in here. Once it's warm, if we're on grid like we are today, I'll switch the electric on and turn the gas off. So then I'm running off the electric, which is part of the system. It's got a lot of radiators in here. There's no way you're going to get cold. It does get quite warm. The reason we turn it off at night, you can leave it on low thermostat. The thermostat will kick in and out depending on the temperature, but what we find, it gets quite stuffy. We do the same at home. We turn the heating off at night and just find it a little bit better. It's just more comfortable. This morning I think in here was about 6 or 7, so it does get quite chilly, but we've got lovely warm quilts and blanket, so you know, it's not an issue at all. Well, it's Wednesday 7th today, so we had an operation yesterday which went well. We're going to stay here now till 12th, the weather's pretty crap. Dean came over today, we're going to have a look at where we're going to go, maybe up Norfolk way. I'm going to have a look on the internet a little bit later. But I'm going to wrap all this video up and get it edited and post it. So if you like what you see, please do subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything, and I'll speak to you all next time.